Hello Scorpio, welcome to the channel. This is Asnointia here. Happy New Year everyone. I hope your year is starting off healthy and happy. Hope it remains that way. So this is a general love reading. Thank you for those of you who are returning and for those of you who are new. I'll be using the Goddess Oracle deck by Amy Sophia Marashinsky. Some of you may have been in a relationship. This could have been the past. For others of you, this could be a situationship. And for a small portion of you, this could be simply that you feel there's a whole lot of energy between the both of you, but no one's really speaking up. Ooh, nervousness. Also, for those of you who are new, my method of reading is just slightly different. I do have the ability to channel through my higher intuitive self to get the answers that I need. I do not channel through any spirit guides. I never have. I have certain reasons for that. At the end of this reading, I do channel archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, as well as Uriel. And my method of reading also, I only pick the top card. Top cards are the ones that have the most amount of energy, at least the way I read. You have some complications here where we have 1, 2, 3, 4 cards that are a bit on the dark side. Now, this is your person of interest. These are things that they are going through. But because of the intensity of these cards, it is possible that you are also going through the same. We have here opening, followed by growth, crossroads, fear, surrender, illness, wellness, illusion, power, and then we have laughter under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme. I'm going to express to you what it is that your person of interest is feeling towards you currently. My dear Scorpio, I want to open up to you. There's certain things that I have hidden deep down. Certain things that I don't tell you. I don't talk about it. But I feel the need to do so. I also feel that in this connection, there is this underlying truth that exists between you and I, but sometimes we can't face it. I don't want to hide things anymore. I want to open up to you and be honest. And finally talk about the truth. And there's a part of me that feels that in this connection, things moved very fast. They sped by very fast. I felt that, at the very least in this connection, so much truly has happened. I've been unable to focus because my focus has been somewhere else. I want to grow with you, get to know you more. Things happen very suddenly in this connection. I want to know your history. What was it like when you were young? What are your dreams and what do you hope to achieve in the far future? Certain things I would like to know about you. Right now, I am at a crossroads. I don't know which way to go. I know I have to make a choice. There is a passage I must take, a decision I have to make. The problem is, so much has happened between us. that I am now afraid of making this choice simply because you make me nervous. I feel intimidated. I feel as though you deserve somebody better. I am worthless. I am unworthy. No longer do I have any kind of confidence. I've lost my self-esteem. Many of the things that I have had on the inside that I thought I did, it's all faded now. I feel as though I have to work harder. I have surrendered to you. You don't realize this, but I feel intimidated by you. And there's a part of me that feels as though I belong to you and that you belong to me. That's the part that I want to talk to you about and open up to you. I feel that in this connection, I have surrendered my heart, my mind, my body to you. But because of the lack of communication, you don't know this. There are certain things, again, that I have hidden and kept deep down. I don't show you these things. I hide behind a false mask, behind a veil, and I don't show you the things that are weighing me down below the surface of this water, and I want to be released. I want to go above, as you are my sunshine, but I can't. There are things that are weighing me down. Restrictions, constraints, burdens, obstacles, various kinds of hindrances, emotional trauma, things that have happened in my past, other people that are in my life, the circumstances that I'm stuck in. This is what restricts me from being with you. And do I open up about it? No, I don't. I stay hidden. I hide the truth because partly I feel embarrassed. When it comes to making a decision, I don't really make a decision. I hide. To a certain extent, I feel embarrassed. I feel embarrassed because I know that I have to make a choice. I have to make a decision. And things may have seemed as if I was very much interested in you before. But because of what's happened, I feel fear. And I feel that there are other things that are in my life that do not allow me to be with you. But I keep this to myself. I don't talk to you about it. And I understand that that is what creates misunderstanding. You don't know how much power you actually have over me. This power that exists, that you have, it makes me feel weak in the knees and emotionally vulnerable. I hope and I wish that you would know this, how much power you actually have over me. But you don't know because I hide it. And you don't know because you make me nervous. Overall, whatever happens in this connection, there's a part of me that wants you to know that I want to be a confidant, a friend, a person that'll be there for you. In this connection, I felt that the foundation has been very strong, and it could be stronger. What I'm sensing now is Everything else can change, but I just don't want my friendship to change with you. I know and I feel as though I've lost you. But I feel that in this connection, you know me very well. You know what makes my heart happy. You know what makes me tick. There's certain things that have happened in my life, and you don't even know. But you have been that beacon of light, that beacon of hope. This is how I view you. Much of what is going on, it's all in hiding. There's a part of me that wants to grow and to open up to you. Because that is something that should have happened a long time ago. All right. Scorpio. So this person feels like they feel as if they want to give up. But giving up here also means giving up one stage or one phase of the connection and then starting and restarting a new one. That's what I'm seeing here. This person wants to be with you, but it's almost as if they want to restart something. Because the things that happened before changed them, and they feel as if it changed you. So, in a way, they do want a second chance, but they're not really looking for it immediately. They want to open up to you. They want to grow, get to know you more. But yet the things that are bothering them, the things that keep them away from you, they hide and they don't tell you. And part of the reason why is also because the fear card, they're nervous. They don't tell you. Some of you may even know how much this person really, really loves you. Deep down you know this. And your person of interest just does not open up. I'm getting the word concrete, or like concrete, emotionally detached. Cold as stone, I hear someone. Cold as ice, I hear someone else. If you guys hear a little bit of stuffiness, I'm just getting over bronchitis. Had that for a while. Don't want it again. But I'm on the mend. You may hear me breathe a little heavily. More than usual. My voice may sound a little different. That's the reason why. Okay, typically this is a very, very good card to have, the Ace of Cups. So, what am I looking at? I'm looking at a deck that's called the Lover's Path Tarot. Wowee. And the card that you just got is a very intense card. So, these cards I read in the reverse. And in this spread, I have a look at the reason why. The main thing here is the why. Why did this person move on? Why did they ghost you? Why did they start to fade? Why do they not communicate with you as much as they used to? Breadcrumbing you. Why, for example, is there a lack of closure? All of these things may have happened. Maybe one thing happened, but it makes you wonder, why did this person behave like this? Not everybody talks. So here, I'll be looking into the reason why. We have here the Ace of Cups, and we have Temptation. So here with the Ace of Cups, it talks about rejection of others' affections, creatively blocking, disillusionment with love and sadness or melancholy. So it means here that they were rejecting the type of affection that you were giving to them in the past. They were creatively blocking any type of emotion or love that you may have expressed to them. The reason why they were having a feeling of this disillusionment with love, there also was sadness and melancholy that they were experiencing. So how can somebody who is feeling very sad, who lives in this state of melancholiness, I don't know if there's such a word. I don't think so. They were rejecting all of this. Typically, why does this happen? Because there's a lack of satisfaction, a lack of inspiration, a lack of emotion. Not really wanting to be receptive to it. So let's have a look. Why were they rejecting your affection? Why were they creatively blocking the emotion that you may have been sharing with them? Why did they have this disillusionment with love? Why was there sadness? Why was there melancholy? This will all be answered by the temptation card. Temptation card is the devil, inner turmoil, and obsession. Tempted by forces that one cannot control. Obsession that was in the form of envy and having great sensual desires for you. But also the need to be controlling. When things started to change for you, this person started to want freedom from temptation. They wanted to experience the envy of others, and they wanted to transform this weakness, which was temptation, into a strength. You remember you had power. I think you had power over here. Power, where we have the person feels weak because you have this power over them, which is that of temptation as well. Yeah. You earlier had this card, and I believe it was in that position as well. So just keep in mind, power here, this is Lilith, this is power, this is temptation itself. This card indicates temptation. And here we have temptation. So what truly was happening is your person of interest at the time was very much tempted. There was a lot of lust, there was a lot of passion, but they were rejecting any affection. Typically what happens, and I've seen this in many readings, when we have somebody that is very physical, very lustful, they're only just into intimacy, physical intimacy, and that's it. They're only focused on that because that is what they want, that's what their goal is. However, their goal is to only be physical and not to be emotional. Because once they hit emotion, then that lust just turns into passion and love. And then they lose their mind. They get love fever. Or in India, there's a movie and they used to call it Lavaria. You get Lavaria. That's just a joke. There's no such thing as Lavaria. Here we have a situation where there was temptation. This person started to realize that wherever they went, whatever they did, they couldn't stop thinking about you. They were obsessing over you. And this is a very toxic obsession because it's a sexual obsession. And they realized that they wanted to release themselves from this because it was just too much for them to handle as a person. They realized that they're literally addicted to you and they need to take a step back because they can no longer function in their everyday life, doing their everyday thing. They couldn't. So you're dealing with a person here whose intention was originally just the physical, even though your intention was emotional. Your person of interest may have said that they are also emotional, but that was just to get into your pants. Or other parts. Ace of Cups here, they were actively rejecting any affection that you were trying to give to them. Why? Because they did not want to become affectionate. They didn't want to deal with those emotions. And they're trying to put a block on it. So you are dealing with somebody that already had things pre-planned. The only plan that they did not have was here slowly and slowly they started to feel, oh my goodness, I might just fall in love with this person. And that's where they were rejecting the affection, and that's when they realized, I gotta take a step back. Scorpio is way too damn hot for me, and I need to cool down. I need to step back. They couldn't think straight anymore. That's why they needed to take a step back. It's not your fault, Scorpio, that you're so damn sexy. What to do? Keep that sexiness going. You'll find somebody who'll be able to handle it. Usually, when people are starting to reject that affection, what they don't want to do is corrupt you in that way. They don't want to use you physically, because now they realize that, oh my goodness, you are such a wonderful person that's giving them love. And all they are doing as a bad human being, they're using you. They're using you, misusing you, abusing you maybe even. It's toxic. And so the right thing to do for them was to take a step back. All right, let's have a look at the Beginner's Tarot. Page. You're dealing with a page. Let's see, we might get maybe a queen or a king, perhaps. So with this deck, I look into any actions, any plans, any intentions your person of interest has. Any actions they may take. Oh, wow. Definitely they're going to communicate. Oh my goodness. They are on fire and they are a page. So we're dealing with a situation here where it's going to be important for you to be the one who's going to lead. Because I don't see this person being the right kind of leader in this connection. Page of Pentacles is somebody that has fallen for you, but not in love. They have fallen for you because of your looks. This is a general love reading. Some of you may have somebody who genuinely does love you. This is a general love reading. Obviously, you know it's not a private, but from what I see in this card, it does talk a whole lot about tangible assets. It talks about the materialistic, and it talks about lust. Simply because it is a page, and this does indicate that this individual likes you because of the way that you look, which once again is a toxic connection. That is the temptation card all over again. Here we're dealing with somebody who is immature. This person is not mature. They're not even a knight. They're not even a king. This is a page. So even if and when they do reach out to you, they may be a little... I'm actually getting they may not be that shy. Cocky. They might be cocky. Be careful of that. They'll pretend like they're all this and all that, but deep down they're really not much. So just beware of this individual and the way they behave, the things that they say, the way that they say it. Set healthy boundaries because you will have to be the one who's going to lead this person. We also have here the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords here talks about ego-oriented competition. You remember you had the Fear card. This person doesn't want to lose you. They can't really be with you the way that you want them to, but then they also don't want you to be with anybody else either. From their point of view, by hook or by crook, they're going to try to have you. Somehow, they want you. They want you because that is all that they know. That you are the one person that makes them feel comfortable. You're the one person that actually has true love on the inside for them. And they know this. Any other competition that may come, they will try to destroy that competition. They will be jealous. They will be a little controlling as well. You may notice this. They may even be very immature when it comes to arguments, blaming you for things that are not even true, suspecting you. This person needs to grow up. Here we also have the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups here, it does talk about a reunion, a desire to have a union or a reunion. It also talks about, let's go out and celebrate. If not alone, the both of you, then together as a group of people. It's a card of celebration, of union or even reunion. It's a happy card to have. It's a card where this person has that intention. Now we also have here the Nine of Wands. They realize that at some point in time, they're going to be very, very overwhelmed and burdened by responsibilities. So what they're trying to do is, before it even gets to that point, they're trying to take a step back and lessen the burden, breaking down some boundaries, breaking down some staffs, taking away some responsibilities, allocating those responsibilities, giving it to somebody else so that they don't have to be so burdened. They're putting up some boundaries and they are breaking down some boundaries. But what I see here is that they know that they can do without a few things, and they are trying to get rid of those things. And those things, when they are gone, you will then be in this person's life as one of those things, which is the staff, the wands. You will be one of these wands. They will try to dedicate their time, energy, and effort and give it to you, because at that point they won't be very overwhelmed and burdened by responsibilities. If they don't do this, then they won't have time for you. But because they're doing this, this is a good thing. Here we also have the Strength card. Eventually this individual is going to see, they're going to realize that, you know what? I don't have to be nervous anymore. I don't have to have that fear anymore. Thank God. Finally. There's going to be a time when your person of interest is going to gain that courage to stand up for what they believe in. To be brave and to reach out to you and talk to you the way that this person really should be talking. As somebody who's a leader. Both of you can be leaders. Doesn't matter who it is. But somebody who's not scared, like a little shrimp, like a little wimp. This person's going to gain that courage. But it's only going to happen after they realize that they have settled a few things. This is only going to happen after they fix a few things in their life and you are one of those the priority people. You're that one person that they can actually focus on. And when they do that, that's when they're going to gain the confidence to do that as well. But they can't do that if they're very overwhelmed with other responsibilities and burdens. Here, very interesting, the Eight of Wands. If the rest of the reading is resonating with you, then this is definitely going to be a message for you. Your person of interest is definitely going to message you. Absolutely. They want to talk. They have realized that they are now starting to fall in love. They're starting to have more affection for you. And it's like a very impulsive kind of state for them to be like this. They're just going to impulsively just reach out. Either they reach out and grab you, or they literally might just communicate with you through phone, through text. They may just show up somewhere. But here I do see the word messages. Messages are going to come through. Keep in mind the messages may be a little blunt. They may be maybe direct, or they could be indirect because you're also dealing with a page. But understand that when they do reach out to you, when there is communication, it does mean that they are trying to compete and they want to have this union with you, this reunion. So the underlying theme of them reaching out to you is simply that, you know what, I want you. So there's no reason for you to question, why is this person reaching out to me? What do they want? What they want ultimately down the road is a relationship. And they're trying to work on it. But they've been stuck with many other things that have been holding them down in their life. But they're going to try their best to reach out. All right, just going to do a quick prayer. All right. These messages are brought to you by Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, as well as Uriel. We have here, you're ready, and then we have yes. Reconsider letting go. If you hear a whisper, guys, that's me whispering. There's no need to be alarmed. Wow. You have an extra card that came out. Very interesting. Jam-packed, I must say. Oh boy. We have here, certain things have happened to you in your life in recent times. And the angels here are saying that you're ready to be able to handle whatever situation is thrown to you. Even if it's like, I'm seeing literally a fish net, a big black fish net being thrown over you. But I also see you with a pocket knife. I don't promote weapons, but I do see you with a tiny little knife, and you're able to get your way out of these ropes that are around you now, this net that has you trapped. Here we have, you are ready. And this does mean that there's something in your life that's going to happen. And you're going to be very much ready for it. This is emotionally, spiritually, and physically. Anything that's thrown at you, almost like a Swiss Army knife kind of thing. Anything that's thrown at you in your life, you're going to be able to handle it, right? And that's exactly what Swiss Army knives are for. They're so cool. It's like an all-in-one little gadget. It's so cool. It's like that. Like, you are going to be ready, and you don't literally have to have a Swiss Army knife. That's just an example. But you have something in you that is just like you yourself. You know, me, myself, and I, right? That type of situation. It's just you, and you have all these qualities inside of you to be able to handle anything that's going to be happening in the coming future, anything that's thrown at you in that way, metaphorically speaking. We also have here, yes, reconsider what it is that you are going to say and do, any action you are going to take. It's important for you to let go. Let go of this individual. They are still in the page kind of phase, and it will take them a while to gain that strength, to get that courage. In the meantime, it's best for you to take a step back and focus on something else in the meantime. Just focus that energy on something else. Don't communicate with this person much. Don't wish them happy birthday, whatever. Don't send them gifts. Don't go and visit them. Unfortunately, don't stalk them in any way. Some people have done that. They need to know that you have your own life. And once they have that, they will feel that energy from you being pulled away from them, and they'll miss it. When they miss it, then they have value for it. When they have value, then they feel that it's worth something. And when it's worth something, then they're afraid of losing it. But that procedure only happens if you let go. So try to do that. And if it's meant to be, it's meant to be together. Both of you are meant to be together. There is a reconciliation. This person does want to be with you. But it's going to take some time. We also have here, right after let go, we have success with an exclamation mark. So after you reconsider some actions you're going to take, you're going to let go and focus on yourself. There will be ultimately success. They're saying here, don't stop giving and receiving love. Keep that positive energy flowing. We also have here romance. Now this is a spiritually based romantic connection. That's why it's so darn intense. For a small portion of you, it's also a third-party situation because we did have the Three of Cups. And we do have burdens and restrictions that have been weighing down. So for some of you, this could be a third-party situation where you feel the timing is so inconvenient. Why did I meet this person now? Why not before? Why not long ago? Why not far into the future? Sometimes these people come into our lives to teach us a lesson, and sometimes we are here to teach them a lesson. Who learns the lesson? The soul. It adds on to the soul's resume long after we've passed away. Here we also have no need to worry. No need to worry here. It talks about how there has been stress, there has been anxiety, stress, even depression over this entire situation and this connection and the way this person has made you feel over time. They didn't make you feel valued. So they want you to let go and don't worry, because things are going to be successful for you in the coming future, dear Scorpio. The overall arching theme here we have is remain positive. And yes, the more positive you are, the more positive energy you will be able to radiate from yourself. And when you do, you attract that positive energy too. But it's important to be in the right atmosphere and the right environment with the right kind of people, with the right society. There's no use of being positive when you are living in a very toxic environment with toxic people, toxic home environment, work environment, friend environment. Whatever type of environment you're in, that too needs to be. I'm seeing a garden. A garden. You are that flower that has been planted in the center of that garden. But everything around you, the soil, has to get the type of water it needs. The environment cannot be stormy, cannot be rain or thunder constantly, cannot be snow or hail, harsh weather, harsh people. What you need is that sunshine, happy days, a little bit of rain here and there, a little bit of an argument here and there, but not something that truly hurts you to the core. Be that plant, be that flower, because you need that type of an environment around you in order for you to grow and bloom. If you do not have that environment around you, you'll wither away and fade and you won't even grow. That's a fact of life. That is nature, isn't it? Think about it. Compare yourself to that flower and the environment. Is your environment okay? This is something you're going to have to look into. Maybe this is something for the new year. Have a look at that. Also, for those of you who are new, to maintain positive energy and to get rid of negative energy, on my website, www.asnointia.com, I have a package. It's called the Holy Light Package, and it's one of my bestsellers. That plus the Water Wellness Package, two of them make a great combo. Very powerful. The Holy Light Package will teach you how to get rid of negative energies from your home, around your aura, and inside of your chakra centers, which are associated to your bodily functions. These negative energies that I speak of are jinns, demons, evil spirits, any other kind of category of entities that are negative. So at the very least, they can go away. You don't need those because there's many of those. Once you start to get rid of that, you have this information for the rest of your life. You can also have a look on my website. I have something called the Chakra Checkup. If you really feel that you need like more of a personal reading, I can do that for you, which is simply to help you heal spiritually, which also helps your chakra centers, which also helps your body. This is a pseudoscience. This is metaphysical in nature. The readings that I have right now, they are not love readings, just to let you know. For now, I am overly booked. They are on pause for now. But in order to help you be positive, to have that positivity around you, to keep that road open for you without any of those rocks and those boulders, to push them aside, to manifest what it is that's owed to you karmically, what's written in your book of life. That's why I have that particular one open. And most likely I'll always have those open because I want to help people get rid of those negative energies so that they can have a more positive life. These things affect our career, relationships, our health. It affects everything. For those of you who are new, on my other channel, Asnointia Audio, which is a YouTube channel, those videos are absolutely free from beginning to end. They're absolutely free to watch. To enlighten you, to provide you with some insight, I do have a few videos there that are related to spiritual connections. One is called Past Life and Spiritual Connections. The other one is called Sensually Intense Spiritual Connections. Have a view of those videos, and this entire situation that may seem very overwhelming, which is a past life connection, it'll start to make sense to you. For some of you, you may feel that you want to learn a little bit more about what your person of interest is feeling. I do have some relationship-related videos there with some advice. And of course, the most recent one I have is about negative energies, how to stay positive, how to get rid of those negative energies so that you can stay positive. And that is your reading. I hope I was able to provide you with some clarity, some guidance in your situation. Be that flower and bloom and have that positive energy around you guys. All right. You all take care. Stay safe. I'll see you guys again. Bye now.